making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear us snapping.
You told us that animancy will save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. Zarips won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process.
I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarip side?
You could say that. We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available until Zarops came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarops aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarops attack equipment, not just continue the raid?
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarops have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out. Let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
Almost every Zarop I've ever met has tried to eat me before I could finish saying hello. I walked into a Zarop's camp and wasn't expecting me. I wonder if I was invisible. Gotcha. You know, I get the symbolism of giving perfectly good food to the dead. I just think it's dumb. Right. This place has seen better days. Here we go. Yeah. Let's see what you got. Stay. And now! Stand a chance!
You don't think the Clavager died alone in the Strangle Route?
Why? Don't you?
Show me what I... Here they come!
Yeah!
Well done! Come and get me! Glad that's over. Where's my mark? Quit moving!
Dead!
Right! Hey! Over here! Armor isn't helpful! Need a minute. Well, that was fun. Guts. The farmers were right. So,
I always heard them must go the best when we moved down.
cave up on the cliff. Maybe these Zarps are protecting something. A good campfire.
Nice after this.
Heal yourself. Stay. Nice.
got this. Right flank. Right with you. Turn around. Quick move. Wait for you. Hey, over here. Now look, back on my feet.
Gods, the farmers were right. These Zarbs don't seem interested. Ah yes, stomping through mud. This isn't like it.
Quiet as the depths. Good fight.
You know, think about this when we're all eating leaf stew tonight.
It's hard they're more scared of us than we are of them.
Cave up on the cliff. Maybe these Zarbs are protecting something.
You know, it's almost comforting this way.
Come closer now. I know you're there. Don't worry. My friends here won't bite. Ah, there you are. I appreciate your restraint. Most people would have a hard time walking among a camp full of Zarbs. Controlling, yes. Exploiting, no, I don't think so. A trained scout such as yourself knows of Zarbs as wild creatures, driven by prey and survival. These Zarbs and I have formed a symbiosis, like the poor frog and the abyss viper.
Gods help me. This guy is making sense.
I provide them with safety, prey, and peace, and they help me further some of my more controversial goals. Ah, you've heard of my work. You may have noticed a couple of things about Emerald Stair. The people are pushing against nature, and nature is pushing back. The Animancers with their soul machines are poisoning the land, driving it to find new ways to protect itself. As a result, the plants are rising up, and the land has afflicted us with the Dream Scourge. It's doing what it can to survive. Yes, that's exactly it. We destroy the Animancer's equipment, remove the threat, and the land can struggle and grow as has always been intended. Meanwhile, I protect my Zarab friends and keep them from carrying out the bloodier raids they might have done without my direction.
I hate to say it, but if there's a chance that animancy is causing the Dream Scourge, this Nimdude might be in the right.
I may not love animancy, but I don't trust this guy at all. You don't settle an honest dispute by sneaking and sabotaging.
Good. I hoped you would reach that conclusion on your own. Now, if only rangers would call off their patrols, my friends would be free to carry out their work in peace. If you would, kindly ask the farmers to tell the rangers there is no further Zarab threat. Once you do that, return to me, and I will see you rewarded for your efforts. Welcome back. Have you called off the Rangers? I see. My friends here can't carry out their work with the increased ranger patrols around the farms. Ask the farmers to call off the Rangers, and return to me. I will make it worth your time.
I hate that his plan makes sense to me. Doubt smashing a few machines will bring an end to the Dream Scourge, though. See it. Give me a moment. Come and get Next one's mine. Take a moment, people.
Seems like a waste to me, but something to them.
Let's see what we got.
Hello again, friend. Have you looked in on those Zarups?
Are you mad? Now you're siding with the Zaribs too? Shortcuts. You know nothing about how our farms operate.
Now take a moment. They said the Zarups are no longer a threat, and I'm inclined to believe them. Without our equipment, we can't use animancy here anyway. We'll just have to figure out a different way to survive out here. You move along. Now. Before my friend and I start feeling desperate.
I think you did the right thing. Even if it doesn't quite feel like it right now.
Looking for anything in particular? What you see is what we have.
Welcome back. Have you called off the Rangers? Wonderful. Take these as a token of my esteem. Once this land is free from the Dream Scourge, nature itself will reward you. Be well, my strange thing. Go in peace, child of the lands.
You know, swamps are always more colorful than I imagined.
Maybe they somehow wrap them. I've never seen anything like this.
Neither have I. Never seen a tree grow so quickly as to trap someone inside. This sort of thing seems to be happening more and more lately.
This sort of thing? As if this sort of thing happens all the time. You seem capable enough, stranger. But the forests are not safe. As if this weren't enough proof of that.
Stay out of the forests if you can help it.
Good luck out there.
There. That's Thomas' old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find. Place feels different with him. Tama painted that? I had no idea. He left something behind for me. Help me look around. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah, it is. Damn you, Tama. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone. All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. Well, I'm struggling to see what those might be. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about. If he really did, he would have told me. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. Coward. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, you don't pull your punches, do you? Don't be. I reckon I could use a little more truth. I haven't talked about them in a while, so thanks for listening. It means a lot. Especially since you seem to have your head on straight. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head.
Quit moving! Coming for you! On your right! It's not time for new armor! Try again! Hold, need a minute. You're not looking good. Just like... Unseen, unheard. Show me what you got! Stay. Just wait. Come and get me! Hold it. Let's see what you got. Good work. Stay. Thanks.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't survive. Be safe out there, you hear?
Good.
My friend, any chance you found some luminous Adra for me? Thank you. Thank you! Now my work can continue. Take this. I was saving it for a rainy day, but who knows when that will be. And to you as well, my wonderfully unique friend. May you find a kinship with this land.
I knew. Silmes Nitum! things have come quietly. They will not take the fight.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. I'm glad to see His Majesty is sending more adherents to settle this untamed land. I am Alfir, a captain in the Steel Garrote under Inquisitor Ludwine. How else should one take one's rank, envoy? This sergeant of the Paradise Militia refuses to discipline his people about lingering near our headquarters. A less charitable woman might suppose that their loitering is intended to aggravate us.
Be reasonable. My militia need to pass this way to go to and from the East Gate. What are they supposed to do? Walk all the way down to the market entrance just to make you feel better? Look, none of us are professional soldiers. We're militia. We have other jobs to get back to. Of course, we'll stop to have a drink and a laugh with our friends on our way to and from the gate. If the Steel Garrote want to look down their noses at us for our lack of discipline, that's fine. Just stop complaining that we don't take everything as seriously as you joyless lot!
See? This is what I'm talking about. Antagonism, plain and simple.
Fine. But I wish you people would be less uptight about all this.
I suppose that is resolution enough. Thank you, envoy. Yes?
Envoy.
Ah, the execution of justice can always help the Empire. Paradisans, I assume. No, envoy, I assume all criminals are paradisans. Our people are woven with stronger moral fiber and more common sense. Oh? Where are they? Understood. I shall dispatch agents of the Steel Garrote at once. Thank you for your service to the Empire, envoy. We will fashion a visible lesson to everyone in this city that justice does not discriminate. Envoy.
You've sent them to their deaths. You and your empire gain nothing from this.
Did you enjoy that, Envoy? I hope you got something out of it.
We will be watching. Envoy. We will be watching, Envoy.
another godless ruin. Your countrymen turned that one into a shrine to Boudica.
Well met. Feel free to part. Welcome. Please stay a while. May the Burned Queen watch over you.
You had me at welcome and lost me at Burned Queen.
Pray, she never hears you. Boudica forgets little. Come to pay your respects at the shrine, envoy? Praise you. I was hoping the Emperor would send more hands to help. These lands are in dire need of order. Just look at the state of this shrine. To show fealty to Boudica is to show fealty to our homeland. Without the patron of justice and oaths, there is no Adir. A shrine in this state does not befit a god of her stature. But one of her totems still rests here. It must still be a sacred place. Totems like these are relics from a bygone. There are legends about how the gods imbued them with their own essence. Can you imagine holding something like this in your hands? Alas, this one is a fragment of what it once was. What I would give to see what power it held. Fortunately, my commander agreed to let me take charge of restoring both the shrine and the totem. I've been posted here ever since. Not much, I'm afraid. All I can tell you is that it's very old. I suspect it was built for a different purpose before it became a shrine to Boudica. Really? I'll have to look for him the next time I'm on leave. If I'm ever on leave. Painstakingly. We don't have the right materials to rebuild the shrines. We have to make do.
Nice work. It even smells better here.
I've asked for more supplies. Hopefully the quartermaster won't be foolish enough to refuse. The Burned Queen deserves everything from us. The sky, and the land, and the heads of her enemies. The others betrayed her. They cast the Queen out. But it doesn't matter. She will prevail in the end. Fuck Margaret for burning her. Fuck Abidon for building the machines that put Margaret's treachery. I have more patience for the two gods of death, Berith and Rimagand. I merely tolerate Wal and Scan. And I'm profoundly uninterested in Aothis. Apologies. I suppose I have strong opinions on the gods, particularly those that cross the Burned Queen. Of course. I consider myself a self-taught scholar of all the gods, though I am partial to one. Aothis rules over light and hope and redemption and all such things. He allegedly died, but then rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. They also say that long ago, a farmer by the name of Widewind claimed to be a vessel of Aothis, and went on a rampage across the Eastern Reach. Frivolous idiocy as far as I'm concerned. Calls himself a god of crafting, but Abidon is just a sniveling idiot who serves Margaret, creating weapons for her campaigns. I don't understand how he could bow his head to that traitor. Ah, you think so? Berith is the one who determines who lives and dies, ruling over the paths that the dead walk to their next lives. But Rimagand rules over the act of death itself. He is famine, and he is loss, bad luck on a winter road. very different aspects of the same universal end. Yes, a god of resentment and secret hatreds, violent rebellions. Sometimes his followers mutilate themselves so he can possess them, transforming them into killing machines that die when the slaughter is done. Margarin is a traitor. Instead of bowing her head, Margarin burned Boudica. Yet her followers claim she's not a god of battle lust, that she instead embodies military excellence and discipline. Ha! If she were either of such things, the act of worshipping her wouldn't be so persecuted in Rayed Ceres. Yes, a god of resentment and secret hatreds and violent rebellions. Sometimes his followers mutilate themselves so he can possess them, transforming them into killing machines that die when the slaughter is done. Of course. Goodbye. Wait! You have an important mission, Envoy. Before you go, take the totem on the altar with you. I feel you should have it. Perhaps it will grant you the Burned Queen's grace on your journey. I will await its return.
Bet that was part of something once.
Careful. That Zarb's probably up to something.
A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting friends every day either. I don't speak Zarup, but it definitely answered you. I agree. He's not hurting anyone. In fact, we're near DeHangen's house. Maybe he's the one who made that mural.
They come. Oh, no, you don't.
Silmes Nitum!
Well, that was fun.
Nothing to see here, friend.
It's all right. I know who she is. Remember, we never saw each other.
and hot. Take him down. That's all you got. Nothing like a win with a good team. What? Where? Where? Come on! Didn't stand a chance! Looks like the Endearing's already tried negotiating. Nice job now!
Mogwin's fury. Keep it away from gunpowder, or you'll be as bald as me.
Here we go! Envoy, look left. Nothing there.
This used to be a shortcut to Emerald Stair. Then the land got other ideas.
Take your best shot. Arms up. Work. I always forget there were Pargrunen out here before. These people left ages ago.
Ready, aim. The Living Lands is scattered with old Pargrunen ruins like this. Good builders and explorers. Now, the last of them live in an old keep in Galawain's tusks. This island's never taken kindly to settlers.
That's another piece of that Woodaka totem. Watch yourselves. Look left. Oh, you see that? Odd place to leave the wagon. I wonder where the owner is. Stand back. Say what you like about my people. We built a phenomenal wall.
Despite the living lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness.
Do with animancy.
Hide it under the wine and nobody...
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution. You didn't know it was off limits at the time.
Now you do. We'll never get ahead of these smugglers unless we cut off their routes. In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
All right, please. There's already been enough strife here for one day. I suppose it wouldn't do any harm to let you through.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Nothing to report.
Cheap, fertile land. If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave.
Maybe she can help us.
We're not taking another stranger at their word.
She's a godlike, not a stranger. What have we got to lose? A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity. The place is in shambles and the earth is barren. The scoundrel took our coin and ran. It's a miracle the deed was legitimate.
So do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses? Oh my goodness! This is more than enough for seed, and we'll need workers for tilling the soil.
One thing at a time, my love. I don't know how to thank you, but if you want us to farm, we'll farm. Our first harvest is dedicated to Adir, and that's a promise.
Not the advice I would have given, but I guess miracles happen.
You know, sometimes it's kinder not to give people false hope.
At least this is a home we can call our own.
Worth and
Careful. There's nothing more dangerous out here than taking a moment to relax.
Here we go! Another glorious battle.
If there are more of those dream-scourged babies, we'll need more than a few guards to hold them off.
Not sure who lived here before. Looks like something you'd see in Emerald.
Stay. Nice job. Let's see what you got.
Silmes Nitum!
Coming from your right.
Everybody all right?
bombs.
Heckworth and Roth!
Aye, aye. Coming in hot.
Something happened here. Birth. Voices. Arms dig a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now. The only proof they lived. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory? Throw a stone to make ripples. Beat back the tide of time. Your resolve stirs within us.
Just like the strangle. Envoy, they had its own. The envoy blacked out. Now the Archman has flowers. Does that about sum it up?
Ready, aim.
This isn't so bad. Someone envy my to think it really is beautiful.
Don't you have
Women, you have pestered me enough. I say.
This one.
One for you!
Just like the good old days. seen metal like that, usually behind a very high price tag at a blacksmith's.
Can't believe we're stationed out here. So far from the city. Piss off the captain or something?
Hail, friend. Always nice to see a fellow traveler out here. Where are you headed? Ah, a fellow wanderer then. This is certainly a beautiful place to explore. Dangerous, true, but beautiful nonetheless. One of my ancestors apparently grew up in Solace Keep, deep in the living lands. I hope to find this place. It's my ancestral home. Sure, I may have grown up in Stalwart, but I'm Pagroon through and through, just like the dwarves here in the living lands.
If your ancestors left Solace, it isn't your ancestral home anymore.
Some things never change. Whether I'm here or back in Stalwart, it's always the Pagroonen that make me question this journey. Fair question. Not something you'd expect someone all the way in the White March to hear about, After my grandmother was taken by the Usher, I found her mother's writings, centuries old. They talked about a home her family left when she was just a child, and from that moment, I knew I had to return.
Can't believe you didn't see her earlier. That Ludwig has a commanding presence.
I don't understand. Your Emperor sends you here to investigate the Dream Scourge, not hunt fugitives. Why couldn't you have just let that couple go on their way? They fled their home for a land where even the plants can kill you. Isn't that punishment enough? I'm just saying that people deserve a second chance. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone out here who hasn't needed one. If I were in your position, I'd be more concerned with picking my battles and making allies. Adir could certainly use a better representative on that front.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. It's a shame it had to be like this. Desperate times can drive good kith to do terrible things. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Don Shore is safer for all of us. Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the Envoy thing doesn't work out.
Nice work on the bounties. Just don't get a big head about it.
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh? Whose death am I recording? I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate. Perfecto. Return when you have more to claim.
Giata, what's the meaning of this?
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence had limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around. Now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
There may still be time to reverse the damage.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiat from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis. Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast. Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroll.
Welcome to my... Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late. Is that... Gelarde? This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well. No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace, crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galawain's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galawain's tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Amica? Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fior are animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have? Fine establishment, I mean.
had one job. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. I'd like to be. They're out searching. Someone had to hold down the fort. My 2 youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once, but since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... That's a delicate way to put it.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and the last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
2 young Duton wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Pour you a drink. Good night.
The crops ruined. All of it.
Can anything be done?
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and boar. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths. I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's Animancers for you. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terrors stalking the wilderness, they hide. True, but now they do so without fear. And that's not even our biggest problem. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you? What are you fixing to know? I opened the place after my brother cut me of the family business years ago. I opened the Bone and Boar for all the customers he found undesirable. The rough types. I suppose you put it that way. My parents were the first owners of the gifted magpie. Mom was an Animancer, and the Pa wasn't. They fought constantly. Because of that, my brother Hector hates conflict. It's ruined the magpie's business. I've tried many times to talk sense into that head of his, but Hector, he's stubborn. Visit the Magpie and talk to him. You'll see what I mean. Now, is there anything else I can get you? Welcome back, envoy.
What else to get?
You return. Have you visited all 3 sites? Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend. You have done Fiora a great service.
And wasted perfectly good food in the process.
Now, will you stand and pray with me? Another time, perhaps. Well then, allow me to thank you properly. Please, take this token of Barrett's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimika, and ferry you gently to the next life.
Rejuvenate and revitalize your personal essence.
Give me a target. We make a good squad.
Hey! Over here!
Worth a run!
Your armor's too weak here. On your right! On my last legs! Come and get me! Quit moving! Hold on, to the right! You're not looking so good! That weapon's not gonna cut it! That's all of them. Unseen, unheard. Next one's mine!
Worth a run!
Let's see what you got! Show me what you got! Come and get me! That's right! Well done! Not now. Hey! Over here!
I swear these grain shipments keep getting smaller and smaller. We're going to need to ration more strictly than we already are.
Definitely a nice defensible setup. Not bad.
Gods above! I knew I left my rations in the tent. I was looking forward to those rations too.
Give me a moment. I'll join you in gawking at the view when my legs stop swearing at me.
We have been here before. The distant winds breathe soft across your skin too. Cold fog pools in a valley, dripping down from hips of the mountains. The haze obscures a murder. They strike against each other. Sparks skitter along blades and light two faces in the dark. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die. Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala, the arc of one bright light obliterates the other. You are Enhekala, a Tabaru Sinakis. You speak for the garden, and for us, the gardener. You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true? Things were good between you for a time. But who was Nekad to us in Hekala? Help us to remember. Nekad, your guide. He found you in a marketplace, the youngest child of Araudi 7, and recognized our thumbprint on your brow. He took you to the other Tabaru Sinakis, though he was not one of them. He helped you find your soul's home. In Hekala, did you worship him? From him, you learn that each of you can only be as you are made, ourselves included. He taught us, too. What did Nekad learn from us? You should both have been afraid. There was a disaster. In a temper, we did something terrible. Many of our people died. It was why you built it. Naku Tedek. But in Hekala, what did we do? The rock slide took a village with it. We recall a shard of memory. We were battered, weightless. The earth gave way beneath our feet. We were left to fall alone. There was no time to scream. We looked with horror upon what we had done. How could you bear to speak to us? We twisted beneath the brand of your forgiveness. It burned us to know you never expected better. After the crisis passed, the people wailed in agony. Did the dead forever wander the nothing of the in-between? You proposed an easy road for their souls to travel on, Naku Tedek, where you returned the dying to the Adra and their bodies to the soil. Hurt, compassion, healing. We should like that to be our way. Yet Nikad, your mentor, opposed Nakutedek's construction with his every breath and word. How could he despise your mission? We do not remember why. Preserving the old ways was the hinge Nikad's life turned upon. Without his purpose, he would have been lost for how to live. Your mentor, Nikad, was a storykeeper, and our people's stories say that your souls are wild things. Your souls leave your bodies and run free across the land to enter death and return to life in their own time. So it has been. And so Nikad believed it should always be. Why did you betray him? Trust, faith, willingness to concede that others might know best. This is what preoccupied you. We remember now. When he finally saw Nakutedek and understood what you had built, what did Nikad do? You threatened him with violence. He wept and begged to know why you stole true reincarnation from the people. His tears shone. He did not wait for you to answer. He pulled a knife from his belt. The torchlight flickered on the steel. He held it to your throat. What did you do, Enhekala, when your mentor threatened your life? We remember. Steel on steel, a spurt of blood, a sound of pain. He shuddered. He could not catch his breath. Could he have been wrong? One more thing, Enhekala. What did you feel as you died? He planted a tree near Nakutedek to remember you by. As it grew, we learned that we should not pass judgment, but observe. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood. No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living Landers can be contrarian.
Agreed.
I'm with you both. And Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Sometimes that just makes it easier.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her. I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject. You too.
The Adra stirs, a crack of light in a withered field. The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place? Skin of the teeth. Flesh starves, but the soul is resolute. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals? A new tongue. An unfamiliar name. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Set what has been broken. Soothe the pain. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? Adir sleeps across the sea. They are not troubled by the loss of kith. What do you say? Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
quiet as the depths.
Oh, no, you don't!
I think we can run!
Let's see what you got! Hold on! Another one!
Miss me too! Then!
Gotcha! Come and get me! Quit moving!
Still mess me too!
Hey! Over here!
Still mess me too!
Let's see what you got! On your right! Take a moment, people.